So we live in a 10,000 square foot general store and cafe building, and we're in the process of renovating it into our home. One of the things we've really needed and haven't had so far is a professional design or blueprint for how we're going to lay out the building. And so we're working on getting that done right now. But what I've done to kind of help us to visualize how we want to lay out the building in the meantime is that I've actually used the Sims 4 video game on my computer to create the building, the entire building, and then to lay out the different rooms. The Sims 4 is pretty limited to what it can do in a lot of ways, but it definitely has been a helpful tool for us to get an idea of how we're going to lay it out, how we want to use the different rooms and utilize all the space in the building. And so since so many people keep asking to see a layout, again, we don't have a professional design yet to show anybody. We are working on that and we'll show that when we can. But in the meantime, I thought it'd be fun to walk you through some of the layout that we do have on the Sims. And so in the next couple of videos, I'm going to be touring the Sims 4 design of this building that I've created, and hopefully that'll give you guys an idea of how we plan to lay out the building. It's going to take a bit to get through showing you the whole building, and so that's why I think I might divide it into sections. And so I think in this one I'll show you just one section of the building, and then maybe in the next video or two I'll show you the rest. We are actually working right now on a more professional layout that we'll get hopefully nailed down in the coming months, and so when we do that we will show you that. But in the meantime, I thought it'd be fun to just walk through this, and hopefully this will just give you an idea of what the floor plan is going to be, and just how big the building is, how many different rooms we're going to have, and what we plan to do with the rooms. So again, I'll probably divide this into multiple shorter videos just so that this doesn't go on for 45 minutes or an hour. But I'm going to show you, I'll just start here in the front, and I think what I'll do is I'll show you an overhead view first, and then Sims lets you actually do a first person view, and so the controls are a little bit wonky for that, but I think once I show you the top down view, I'll walk back through in first person mode, and that just gives a little bit more of an accurate perspective of what we will actually be seeing when it's done. So when we moved in, this area here was one room, and so these two rooms, there wasn't this wall wasn't here, and this was it was a grocery store. This was used as a small grocery store. It didn't, it wasn't huge, didn't have everything you need, but it had the basic food items, and so it was the grocery store here. This wall again was not here, and then it had this extra room on the back that had a bunch of counters, and it was used as the like a back kitchen area, storage area for the grocery store. So one of the main things that we have accomplished on the building was coming in, and I divided this into two rooms, put the wall up, and so that this front room here became its own room. And then this, initially when we first did the work, this was the room that we were planning to use as our master bedroom, and then later on decided that we would move, that ultimately it'd be better to have the master bedroom up on the second floor in this space, which is where it's going to be now. This is now being used as my office / studio room. So yeah, originally this was going to be our bedroom, and since then we've changed that, and it is now, and I think ultimately it will continue to be used as my office. And then this room is attached to, this is the office room, sort of my editing room where I edit and produce these videos and all the other video work that I do. And then this attached room here, that's sort of a oversized closet, but this is where I have my studio set up where I record different videos, podcasts, and stuff like that. And so it works really well for me since I do all my work out of home. One of the best things about this section is that this hallway here you can see that has a door that actually closes it off on this side from the rest of, this half of the building. And then it also has a door here. It doesn't, in real life, these doors are a lot bigger, more cool looking than what you see here. But there's a door here. This is our living room, but there's a door that blocks off this whole section of the building from the rest of it. And so it's great. This room works really great for what I do, video work. And again, I do podcast stuff. And so a lot of times I need, quiet. And so it's great that ultimately, if I need to, I can close it off, and this whole section of the building can be closed off and block out a lot of the sound, and I can just do the recording stuff that I need to do. And so it works really great for home, office, and studio. So that's these two rooms. It's this, my office, studio, and then the other section of this space, this room here that used to be, again, the little grocery store. We put up the wall, and so this is its own room now that we are temporarily using as a bedroom until we get our actual bedrooms done. And so ultimately, I think we want to use this as like an arts and crafts room. And with all these extra rooms, the rooms that, aren't going to serve as a main, one of the main bedrooms, we want these rooms to have more of an intended purpose or function. And so like this one, we thought it'd be cool to have it be an arts and crafts room. But with all, we have several rooms that will be extra rooms that can serve as both, will have a function for us, our family, but then also having these rooms be able to double as a guest room when we need it. And so having in these rooms set up either, pull out beds or something like that can be in there as well, so that when we need it, if people stay with us or whatever, they can always be used for that as well. So probably art room here. And then this hallway, this is what we do have a before after video. Unfortunately, I didn't record a video of a lot of the process of fixing this up, but this is another one of the sections that we've finished up more. And this is the hallway that has the infamous plywood flooring that a lot of people have differing opinions on. But we really like the plywood flooring. I might do another video showing how that's held up, because we installed that flooring. It's been over 2 years now, I think, and it's holding up really well. And so I really like it. Actually, one of the reasons why we did plywood flooring in this hallway is because this room, clear over here on this side of the building, this used to be one of the cafe dining rooms, and it has plywood floors. The floors you see here are not very accurate looking to what it actually is. It has plywood floors, just 4x8 sheets that were put down, and that's what was used in this room that, again, served as one of the main dining rooms for over 20 years in the cafe. Took a lot of traffic and held up really well. And so we liked the way it looked, and so that's why we ended up going with that over here in this hallway. And then the last thing in this section that I'll show in this video is this little bathroom that's off the hallway that, again, is connected to this whole section. And it's when we moved in, we moved in initially around it's been 4 or 5 years ago. And so when we did, we were renting it more or less for my parents and did not know or intend to buy it. And, I at that point I was dreamed of turning this into a home, but that we didn't really know that we were going to do that. And so when we moved in, my parents did hire some people to just come in quick and put in a shower tub and turn it into a full bathroom. It was divided into, when this was a grocery store, it did have like a half bath with a sink and toilet. And so we moved that around, took out a wall here. This section used to be like a closet. So we took that out, made it into one room, and turned it into a full bathroom just so that we could live in here. And so this is a room that we need to update. We still need to update this bathroom, and we might do that sooner rather than later because it's kind of a mess right now. In the construction that's going on over here, this space right here actually used to be a stairway. So a couple years ago, actually, I took the stairs out. This led into, let's go to the second floor. This was a stairway that came up this way and led into this space here, which is the attic, which I do have a video tour of if you're interested in seeing that. It's a huge space that unfortunately right now has very low ceilings. It has 6 foot, I think it's about 6 foot exactly, the ceiling height. So really low ceilings, can't really be used for much at the moment for anything other than storage. It also has a big HVAC system here, and then it has another one, like an electric system here. And so the electric HVAC system that's right here services this whole, it just services this area. So it heats and cools these rooms and this room, the hallway, and this bathroom. So it has its own system. And yeah, this bathroom we will update hopefully soon. You know, it'll generally, this is the general idea of what it will be. You know, we'll have the shower and bath here. Hopefully it won't be exactly that style. We do want to put tile around it, and then maybe do some sort of I don't know what you call this, vertical, I guess sort of shiplap, only it's the vertical version of it. I want to do maybe something like that on this wall, and then put a double sink in. And so hopefully we can get that finished out soon, because again, this bathroom is kind of a mess. And this wall actually right now it has half the wall is sheetrocked and the other half is just open. I just have like some plywood up against this wall, screwed to the wall, just to keep some of the heat and cool air in, and to kind of be able to keep the temperature where we need it more. But yeah, it's a mess right now. So we hope to update that soon, and hopefully that will be able to mean more of a before after video that we can put out, so we can see some actual progress and progress being made. But yeah, that again is another nice thing about this section that is going to long-term be used a lot for my my work as I work out of home, is again, this whole area can be blocked off from the rest of the building. And you know, if I have other people eventually working in here with me, if I ever have that, you know, it has its own bathroom, also has its, you know, the entrance into the building here, access right into this area, that again can be blocked off from the rest of the building, which just works really well for working at home. And so yeah, that is this section, and we have you know, a lot left that I'll cover in other videos. So before I end this video, I mentioned that I would do a first person walkthrough of this section. And so Sims lets you do first person view. The controls are kind of weird, and so bear with me as I navigate that. But just to end this out, I'll just walk through this section here so you get a little bit more, it helps to give a little bit better visual of how this is laid out. So here, this is the hallway. If you enter the building, if you go to the right, you have what is the living room. And then through this door here is what will be the art room. And there's supposed to be windows here. It looks like they got deleted accidentally. But yeah, so this is what will be the art room. You go back into the hallway. This is where they didn't have a church bench in The Sims, so I just improvised and put a couple benches in there. So you come down here, and then through this door is the little hallway bathroom that will have the sink, double sink and shower. And then going back out into this room is where the office is. This is where I'm sitting right now at this desk making this video. So this is where I do my editing and video work. And when it was when this was still a grocery store, and this space was actually used as a little kitchen and storage area in the back of the grocery store. There wasn't a window here, but we cut into the brick wall, exposed this brick, and put a little window in. It does not look like this. But yeah, it does have a window here. So then through this door, let me send the guy over here. Through this door is where I have my studio. So this is where I come and record stuff where I need sound blocked out and all that, and have some sound panels all along this wall. So yeah, that's this space here. This is the section that we've done the most work on. I'll be making more videos walking through the other rooms soon and talking through what we plan to do with the rest of the building.